My name's Deanna Goodsell. I'm a councillor at Lithgow City Council. I am also work for Cool Public School. I'm one of 9 elected representatives in this community. I've got 2 children who I'm really proud to be their mum, beautiful kids. I've got 2 beautiful golden retrievers. I was born and raised in Lithgow with my family. I'm the last of 6 children. Some are still here, and my mum's still here, and she's 88 and lives in town. So, yeah, quite a busy little life I've got. My role, it's quite complex. It's very broad. Not a lot of people would possibly understand the role of a councillor. Very diverse, very complex and complicated sometimes. I thoroughly enjoy it though. So most of my role is based around serving the community, so representing the community and their needs and wishes, and that all comes in a package, I guess. We have to attend council meetings once a month, which obviously you spend a lot of time preparing, reading the paper, reading the attachments, communicating with staff about questions you may have. I'm also on 4 committees on council, so they're internal and external committees, which are the Farmers Creek Risk Management Committee, the Operations Committee, which I regularly sit in this room with 11 men. I'm on the Economic Development Committee, which is all councillors, and also I'm an external committee representative on Lithgow Information Neighbourhood Centre Committee, but I'm also now chair of that, which I've grown to love as well, chair of the Link board. So, yeah, that together with representations from the community. So you attend all of those meetings once a month. Representations from the community, answering questions, forwarding emails to staff to answer, or attending events when you can fit that in. Obviously I have a bit of time out to enjoy my life. Yeah. I guess I wanted to contribute back to the community in a positive way. I wanted to give back to, I guess, a city that's looked after myself and my family for many years. I'm fascinated with the underlying operations of council. So yeah, I came in with no experience, no knowledge. It was a bit of a battle at the beginning, but loving it now. I love the diversity. I love that I was unaware of the diversity of the role and the complexity. I love the layers that it's got. I'm forever learning. There's no day that's the same. There's no council meeting or development that's the same. I really love council meetings, which is bizarre because I was really anxious about council meetings and speaking and having a voice. It's one of the things I enjoy most is reading the paper and preparing, and the argument between councillors, the debate. And usually we come up with the same conclusion. We all vote in the same way for the big important issues. I love being part of the committees. I love talking about water and wastewater and our infrastructure and where we're going for the future. I love planning for our future, hopefully, and a transition from coal mining into a community moving forward. There's lots of things I love about it, and I'm shocking myself by saying how much I love it, but when I sit down and really think about what I do and what I enjoy about the role, it's basically everything, yeah. The biggest challenge up to now that I've had as a councillor would have been navigating the Office of Local Government, of navigating policies, procedures, code of meeting practice, code of conduct, not so much code of conduct, and all the intricacies surrounded by local government. Another challenge was finding my voice. There's a room full of a wealth and experience and knowledge, a wealth of knowledge, and sometimes that's a little bit intimidating, but councils have been patient with me, the mayor's been really patient with me. I've found my voice, and sometimes I don't get my say until the end. I sort of, wait till the others have spoken and gently put my hand up at the end and have my little bit, but I've learnt to speak, but as importantly, I've learnt to listen. A challenge that I find working in my role that gets to me, that possibly I shouldn't let get to me sometimes, is the public perception of our role. Sometimes, and sometimes with very good reason, they jump to the conclusion that it's councillors' fault or council's fault when things possibly don't go the way that they'd expected. As a councillor, you want to give everybody in the community everything that they want, but at the end of the day, you know, we've got plans and we've got processes to go through, and transparent processes, and we work as hard as we possibly can to make sure that our services are maintained throughout the community. So, you know, sometimes people don't really fully understand, and I get that. I didn't understand, but I just get them, you know, I'd ask them to ask the question. I contact council, contact the front office and ask the question and get the answer before, possibly thinking that we can deliver on every single thing that we'd like to deliver on. I found my voice by being persistent, I guess, and I'm no different to any other councillor that's got their own opinion, and when things come up for discussion and I know what I want to say and I haven't been influenced or impacted by anybody, it's my own decision and my own what I want to say, I would get frustrated that I should have put my hand up, and gradually I was encouraged to participate. Gradually it was too important not to speak. It was too important for me not to be heard. So I continued to battle with that. I still find it a little bit frustrating when, you know, I can't quite articulate exactly what I mean in that forum. It's the pressure's been taken off a little bit without the gallery, but sometimes they keep you accountable too, because they're there watching you, and you need to be articulate and you need to be relevant. And there's no point in speaking for the sake of speaking. I keep it quite short. I'm not. I don't go back over and over. You're only meant to talk once anyway, but I do work really hard in making sure what I've got to say is important. If I don't think it's important, I don't say it. I would hope that they would be judging me on my contribution as a councillor, and rather than as a woman. It's important to be a woman. I celebrate being a woman, but I think it's important. I look at the other councillors and I don't particularly look at them as men or women. I see what they add and contribute as a councillor. I don't think that you would be a better councillor if you're a man or a woman. I don't think you're better because you're one or the other. I think that to be a woman it's important, but to be a good councillor is even more important. I hope that they value me for my consistency, my calmness, my thoughtfulness and my hard work. I think I bring an amount of life experience. I can say that I've had enough experience and difficult experiences in life to be able to bring stability. I've got a very, very high moral compass. I've got and social justice is really, really important to me. I'm consistent, I'm considerable, and I've got a great deal of empathy for our families that aren't as affluent as other families, our families that struggle. I'm very passionate about our Indigenous community. I think if there were more women in local government, it would make a great difference. I think lots of women underestimate themselves. They underestimate that they can make a change, that they are good listeners, that they have a lot to offer the community. I think if you're a hard worker and you're dedicated to your role as a female councillor, then the sky's the limit. If you want to work hard, and our industry would be I can't stress enough you've got to be a good councillor before you're a good woman. You know, we could do with good, honest, hard-working women that want to make positive decisions about our community, that want to do the hard work and the research, and to vote and be able to put their hand up with their hand on their heart and know that they've done the work to back their decision. I'd say to any woman wanting to have a go at local government, give it a red hot crack. The learning is limitless, and you really do, if you're passionate about your community and passionate about making a difference in the smallest way, yeah, go for it. I'd like to say that we should all be celebrating International Women's Day. If you're a woman, be a strong woman. Don't be afraid to be on your own. Learn to speak, and learn to speak loudly without necessarily being loud. Most importantly, learn to listen. And women, young women, old women, we should all continue to grow. We should all be working and striving to be the best, strongest version of ourselves.